Charles Darwin once profoundly stated, "It is not the strongest of animals that survive, it is not the most intelligent of animals that survive, it is the animals that are willing and able to adapt to change." Ladies and gentlemen, I stand before you to explore the power of adaptability, the art of embracing change, as we journey through the chapters of our lives. First, let me tell you a story about my own experience of adaptability and change as I've gone through my own life. Imagine a young boy with determination gleaming in his eyes, stood in his garden amongst the blades of grass, the cold, hard rain hitting his face as he peppered shots against his dad and his younger brothers. His dream, his destiny of playing for his boyhood club, Manchester City, captaining the national team of England, and of course, forget Messi and Ronaldo, he would be the GOAT of football. Now, if any of you have seen me play football, you would know that's not the case. As the hands of time tick forward, a 10-year-old me found new aspirations. It was a life-changing day when I went to the cinema and saw the film Spider-Man for the first time. To see him swinging webs, flying around New York City, I was mesmerized by the silver screen, and I knew that I wanted to start my own cinematic universe where I was the center hero. Throughout my teenage years, rehearsals became my escape, and the stage became my home. As I grew older, the flame that I once had for the stage, unfortunately, started to dwindle. The temptation of wealth and money led me into sales. I wanted the flash new suits, the nice new cars. I was off to London. The sales floor was my new stage. Like the Wolf of Wall Street, I thought I was a natural when it came to the art of sales. I made new connections, new friends, and I learned the art of negotiation and persuasion, and I was driven by my new goal to become the company's top salesperson. My journey of discovery was not finished yet. At around 25, a moment of clarity emerged. All the winding roads had led me to this moment, and my decision was made. I wanted to become an educator. So, I did what all young men do at this moment. I called my mum. I asked her if I was making the right decision, and I'll always remember her soft Scottish accent confirming my new career path. "Oh, go for it, Craig, you'll be amazing, 100%, you'll be fantastic." She was a teacher herself. It felt like the torch was passing from generation to generation. I was going to become a teacher. I had to adapt and change at different points in my life. At different stages, I envisioned completely different futures for myself. The variety of experiences all fused together to help shape me into an educator. I couldn't help thinking, was it all a waste of time? My desire to become a footballer, an actor, a salesperson, they'd all just vanished into thin air. As I'd walked down the path of life, I know that I developed skills from all these different experiences, skills that are still incredibly useful to me today. I discovered the power of resilience, turning up to football training after losing a match 8-0, having the confidence to step out onto stage in front of an audience, learning the skills of persuasion and communication in my sales job. Life's unpredictability had taught me to be adaptable. Like a chameleon, I was constantly changing to the ever-changing surroundings of my life. As we look into the future, we see an exciting and scary prospect. It is likely many of our pupils will experience changes and be forced to adapt. Will they become footballers, Yassine, actors, or embark in the world of business? Perhaps they'll become teachers, doctors, or lawyers. Will they find themselves collaborating with robots, pioneering on Mars and out of space? Or will the relentless march of AI make all of these future jobs useless? The answer to this question is hidden in the unknown. But with these changes, it comes as no surprise that studies have shown 44% of secondary pupils have no idea what they want for their future. It was in a recent study that we found 26% of adults, due to COVID, had completely changed their career. I know that I'd experienced uncertainty in my life, changing from a footballer to an actor, from an actor to a salesperson, from a salesperson to a teacher. Luckily for me, I'm happy at 29, married, teaching at the Aquila School. We have listened to some remarkable TED Talks tonight. And if we have learned anything, it is that our pupils have the work ethic, the confidence, and the determination to chart these mysterious waters that the future holds. So, there may come a moment when the path of life compels you to alter your course, or to chart a new direction for your journey. It might not be a seismic shift like the technological revolution. It might be something a lot more simple. What subject do you want to study at university? What job do you actually want to have when you grow up? What country do you want to live in? These are all questions that we have to answer. So as you stand at your own personal crossroads of self-discovery in life, as you look in either direction at the different futures ahead of you, ask yourself this question, not with fear or worry, but with excitement, courage, and conviction. Where do we go from here?